Hey, it's Jake here, and this is Devlog with Jake. If you're new, welcome. For all you old dogs, welcome back. Today's video is a bit more technical. I improved one particular part of my ongoing project, and I would like to share the process and results with you. That said, this video may not be for everyone because I'm going to dive into the code and implementation. But if you're into game dev or considering giving it a try, stick around. You may like it, and you may learn something along the way. So this is my game called Turning 13 Alone. The concept is that you're this character, and you're alone on Earth for reasons that are not explained at the offset. You're exploring this world, and you begin to realize how lonely it is without a companion. The player will then set off on a journey to find a companion, or if that fails, to construct one. For this game, I have created this small player prompt system that you can see here. The green messages are success prompts, the white messages are info prompts, and the orange messages are failure or warning prompts. Here is the current state of this messaging system that I'll call my toast system from time to time. But wait, what is toast? I'll be honest, I didn't really know how to define toast, so I looked it up on Google, and here's what this website says. In current user interface terms, a toast is a message that appears on the screen. It is often short, often appears only briefly, and often animates up from the bottom, and a fade in or out is common. That said, this little feature fits the definition of a toast message, but as you may have noticed, it has some undesired functionality. First, the game is not destroying the toast messages after they fade away, and that's definitely not ideal. Second, the same message can be displayed twice, or 3, or even 4 times if you trigger it over and over, and I probably don't want that. Next, they fade out at the same rate. This would be great if it could be customized so some could be quick and some slower, and if it's a long paragraph, maybe you don't close it at all on a timer, but you make the player do it. But there is no button that can manually close them, so I think that would be a great thing to offer the player too. The first thing I tackled was making sure the game objects that hold the toast messages are destroyed after the fade out occurs. This was a small change. I simply added a destroy game object at the bottom of the fade out method. Alright, with game objects being deleted after they fade out, the next thing I want to address is the duplicate messages appearing on screen. To achieve this, I did 2 things. I added an ID property to my messages class, and I created a list of messages at the top of the messenger class. This allows me to check the ID of any message that exists in the list of messages when I call set message. If the ID of this message is present, I do not create another instance. If the ID does not exist in the list of messages, I add the message that was passed into set message to the list. I now need to consider this list when I destroy the game object and remove the message with the corresponding ID. If I skipped this part, the player would only be able to trigger each message once during gameplay. And boom, just like that, we are 4 items down and 36% of the way to being complete. A quick test here shows that passing the sign, which triggers the bridge broken message, and falling off, each only create 1 instance of their message. They will only create a new message when the original has faded out and been deleted. Next, I slapped a button on the UI panel that holds the text. In the editor, I set the click action on this button to set the game object set active property to false. This makes the panel disappear, but it still exists until the code from earlier deletes it. With that, I'm done with my work on the toast system for now. I think I want to turn this into a Unity asset package that I can give away on the asset store later on, but I'm not quite there yet, and this is good enough for my project right now, so I'm going to put it on pause Thanks for watching. This is Devlog with Jake, and I'm Jake. I hope to see you in the next one.